Hi everyone.
Is her purple now?
Yeah, and my first one's black.
All right.
If I can please have all the females stand up for me. Thank you. According to the National Eating Disorders Association, the average female stands 5 foot 5 inches tall and weighs 140 pounds. Yet, the average model stands 5 foot 11 inches tall and weighs 116 pounds. Can I have everyone sit except for you? You represent the 5% of American females who naturally have the body of a model. Thank you. You may be seated. Today I'm going to be talking about body image, and I'm hoping by the end of my speech you'll realize what we see through media aspects today is a very unrealistic image. First off, I have 3 main points. My first one will talk about body image and the definition of it and how it affects our society. Secondly, I'm going to talk about media and body image. What are the different sources of media that we see and that affect our body image today? And lastly, I'm going to talk about society and body image. How does what we see in the media affect our society as a whole? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start off with what is body image. Body image, according to Webster's Dictionary, is the way that we see ourselves and the way we know each other's reactions to our outside sources. Secondly, as Americans, we naturally think of someone who is thin as someone who is strong, willful, and powerful. The opposite is true for someone who is heavy. We think of them as unpowerful, lazy, and weak. Now that we fully understand the definition of body image, I'm going to continue on with what are the sources of media that we see body image today. The first one is entertainment through television and magazines. This is the biggest source that we see all sorts of different pressures of body image. As you can see in the magazine, most models are very thin and very skinny. This comes from lots of pressures throughout television as well. Continuing on with models, as I stated, that only 5% of American females have that body image, and many of the rest of them obtain their bodies through unhealthy ways: diet, starvation, and smoking. Smoking is a natural depressant for your appetite, and many models will smoke instead of eating to drop their body weights. And lastly are toys. The scary part about toys is they affect children as young as 2 and 3 years old. As you can see in the picture, we have a picture of Barbie, and according to book Body Wars, if Barbie were a real person, she would stand 6 foot 1 inches tall and weigh 101 pounds. As you know, this is a very unrealistic body image. And also Ken, he would be 7 foot 1 inches tall, and you'd have to add 11 inches across his chest because he's that much more broad than the average American man. So now that you know the different sources of media that affect our body image today, I'm going to talk about how this is affecting our society. According to Brown University, us as Americans think about our body image constantly. 74.4% of women think about their body image on a daily basis. This is also true for 46% of men. Plastic surgery rates are also on the rise in our nation. Many of the plastic surgery procedures people are undergoing are totally elective procedures. They are completed by adding parts to our body and manipulating our body in ways that is not natural for the human body. And lastly, eating disorders. In America each year, there are 5 million Americans diagnosed with eating disorders, and many of these are due to outside causes and outside pressures from the media today. Okay, so now that we've talked about different sources of society and how it's affecting our society, I'm going to continue with 3 important points that I'd like for you to remember. First off, only 5% of American females have the body of a model naturally. Everyone else has to get it through unhealthy ways and diet and exercise. Secondly, 5 million Americans are diagnosed each year with some sort of eating disorder. This affects men and women. And lastly, again, this affects both men and women. Men and women think about their body image on a daily basis, and both men and women are affected by eating disorders each year.